Welcome, Holly Yogi here. So glad you found my channel and my core integration playlist. So for this method, we're going to be doing some really slow and intentional spinal twisting to help connect you to your obliques, as well as bringing in the limbs, working with the arms and the legs, and learning how to move our arms and our legs from our center, from our deep core. And what happens when we practice this in a really slow and intentional way on our mat is when we step off of our mat and we go through life, we go to twist and pick things up or catch something or brace ourselves as we fall, we'll start to move without that sense of strain. We are going to be a lot less prone to injury and a lot more supported by our deep and intrinsic core. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. That helps me out a lot. Just grab yourself a pillow or a blanket for your head and come down onto your back. Finding the knees bent and feet planted to begin with. Bring the palms to the belly. Take a moment to close your eyes. Find a few slow, deep breaths. Feeling that sense of expansion in the belly as you inhale. And beginning to contract the belly in and direct it up towards the ribs as you exhale. Just breathing this way is a great way to start to get in touch with the deep core. So keeping this strong and deep core, the next time that you exhale, go ahead and pick up your right leg. Stretch it up into the air. Cross the thigh high over the left leg, and then you might even scooch that bottom left foot in. So finding the legs crossed one over the other. Bring the arms out wide to a T position. Now again, just to kind of show you, I've done this in a couple of my other videos. I'm going to show you how we could do this movement without really using our core. Here I'm using my back to pull me up, maybe even straining my ribs a little bit. Just kind of flopping around in space. So we're not going to do that. Like I said, we're going to move slow and mindful. So take a deep breath in first. As you exhale, start to squeeze the legs against one another, firing up the inner thighs, and then really slowly, resisting that pull of gravity, drift your knees over to your left. You don't want to go all the way to the floor. We're going to keep the legs hovering, and that means my obliques on the other side are firing and working to keep those legs from falling over. And we're going to get the arm involved now. So find a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to lift your right arm, pull the right side of your waist down as you draw the knees to center. Inhale, slowly weave the knees back to your left. Open the right arm out to the side. Exhale, pull the belly in, lift the knees, and lift that right arm up. So this is your little flow. Again, we're moving slow. There's no rush. Exhale. You really want to feel those obliques on the right side pulling you out of your twist. Inhale, open. Exhale to recoil. Now, if you do notice yourself straining at all, then I'm going to invite you to make your twist a little smaller. Don't go quite as deep with those legs to the side so that you can come out from that strength of your core. And as you do this, maybe you start to feel that strength coming online, that core connection coming online, and then you can explore with dipping the knees down a little bit more. But the goal is to always move in a pain-free range of motion, full length of your inhale to open, that slow exhale out, pulling the belly in, using the core to draw you out of your twist. To me, these just feel like a really yummy massage for the abdomen, a massage for the internal organs. Inhaling, exhaling to pull the belly in. We're also creating space in the back of the pelvis here, opening up that right hip, as well as the IT band, down through the outer edge of the leg. So let's find one more twist in. Take a moment here, again, keeping those legs from just dropping all the way to the floor. And then exhaling slow and steady to pull the knees back to center. As you come to center, go ahead and unwind your legs, catch hold of your right knee, give it a big yummy squeeze into the belly, let that hip relax a little bit. And then go ahead and slide your left leg out and shake it out a little bit. And we'll just massage that right hip a little bit, roll it around in its socket. And take a moment to slide your right leg out to meet your left and just explore any differences between one side and the other. You might reach your arms back behind you overhead. Exhale, draw the knees up to bend. Again, return the hands to the belly, connecting back to that deep core. Maybe lift the hips, create that length through the low back, and set them back down. Find a deep breath into your belly. Exhale, pull the belly in, cinch up that inner corset of support to support you as you stretch your left leg up into the air. Go ahead and wave that leg over to your side, wrapping the legs around one another and kind of scooching them in just to a comfortable range of motion. And then open the arms out wide to T. Find this sense of squeezing the knees or the thighs against one another. Again, I talked about this in another core integration video. Your adductors, your inner thighs, are fascially connected to the core. So think of using those anytime we're doing our core work. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly letting those knees drift to the side. Again, controlling the descent. So I would not be using my core if I just kind of flopped the legs over, just sinking into flexibility and gravity here. So we're resisting that. We're going and controlling that. Should feel the obliques working. Deep breath in. We'll use the strength of that exhale and lifting the arm up towards center to pull the knees to center. Inhale, slowly waving the knees to the side, opening the arm to the side. Exhale, pull the belly in. Slow and steady recoiling from this twist without any strain or pain. Inhale to open. Exhale, belly pulls in first, and then let that just lift the arm and the legs to center. Continuing, kind of moving at your own pace as always, and being mindful that we're not taking this too far, that we're moving through a pain-free range of motion. So if you do notice any strain or pain, then back up your range of motion a little bit. Get a little more connected with your center and move from that place. Inhaling to open, using the strength of your exhales to pull you out. And let's open one more time. Deep breath in. And a slow recoil back to center. As you come to center, go ahead and gather up that left knee, squeeze it into the belly, slide your right leg out, shake it out a little bit, and then you can, again, just kind of rock side to side, maybe make some circles in the hip. And drawing both knees back up to bent. We'll neutralize the spine a little bit. Go ahead and remove the blanket or block from your head and open up for a bridge pose, finding the feet underneath the knees. Before you lift into your bridge pose, connect to your belly. So inhale, let the belly fill with air. Maybe you feel that arc in the low back. As you exhale, start to pull the belly in. Feel that sense of length in the spine. And then just let that carry you up into a bridge pose. And this doesn't have to be a super big bridge pose. You just lift to where you feel strong and supported. But find a sense of reaching forward with the knees, lengthening out the low back. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll down your spine, one vertebra at a time. And take a moment to come back to your center. Maybe bringing the palms to the belly. Finding a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Namaste.